He had a big ass booty.
Man, what a season this was. This season was so fucking great. What's going on, you guys? A-Track Brown. Going to discuss Cobra Kai Season 4. What I loved about it, what I thought was meh, and what I didn't like about it. To be honest with you, there wasn't really anything that I disliked too much. But just to start off with what I loved about this season was I loved the introduction of the new character, Kenny. I liked how they kind of played his story. I liked that this show, the way they do this show, I think, at least in my opinion, the way I see it, I like how they are telling the stories of Daniel and Johnny through these children. A lot of that shit is happening. I don't know if people are noticing that. I've said that, during my reactions. I've said that, Miguel's story is kind of like a prequel, to the Karate Kid on a Johnny tip, to the point where they showed us how Johnny was as a kid and the things that he was going through, and then you see the shit that Miguel is going through, and it's the same thing as Johnny. But then you realize that Daniel was going through the same thing, and you come to realize that those two cats, Daniel and Johnny, have more in common than they ever thought. They both come from a home without a father. They both came from a home that was struggling. More so Daniel, because Johnny's mom married into money, but Johnny was dealing with personal struggles because he was dealing with a stepfather who was somewhat of a bully, or a bully in general, and he linked up with Kreese. And Kreese took him down the wrong path. You have Daniel, who didn't have a father, who wasn't rich, but his bully was Johnny. And I'm not, listen, first of all, the whole Daniel is the actual bully thing. Come on, let's cut the shit, okay? It's not a real video. It's not canon to the series. They kind of played off that shit in the beginning of in season 1. You could see that they kind of played off that video about Daniel being the real bully and whatnot. And but let's be real. The real bully was Johnny. So Daniel had to deal with Johnny, and he found a father figure, Miyagi, who was putting him down the right path, or just getting him, or trying to get him to go down the right path, whatever. And you have Miguel, like I said, who was kind of like a representation of them both. And so the first 3 seasons, you see that Miguel is teetering on the dark side and the light side, the Star Wars reference. And it was the same thing with Robbie. Robbie was coming from a broken home, no father in his life, at least not like that. He wasn't really getting along with his father, and he found, a father figure somewhat in Daniel. Then it moved on to Kreese as season 3 progressed. So you see Johnny, you see Daniel, you see Miguel, you see Robbie, and you see all 4 characters are alike, and Robbie and Miguel are just a culmination of them both. I guess we can decide who's more like who, but all 4 of these cats pretty much have the same story of what they were going through their childhoods, one way, shape, or form. So when you watch season 4, it brings a lot of that out. If you really look at season 4, Miguel was not really a focal point like that, at least from what I was seeing. I'm not saying that he wasn't in it like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we didn't see much of Miguel, but we did not see Miguel really being just the main guy. And in season 4, the main character, in season 4, they kind of tried to give everybody an even playing field. But I think the two characters who shined in this season more than anything was Tori and Hawk. We saw Hawk flip sides in the end of season 3 in the whole house fight, and he was down with Eagle Fang, but then he became down with Miyagi Do. And the Binary brothers, him and Dimitri, were friends again. And when we saw Hawk, it's funny because we saw Hawk get his mohawk taken off, and he felt that it was just the end of his identity, who he was, and he started to doubt himself. He started to go through. He started losing balance. He started going out of focus, and you had Daniel who helped him do that, and then you have Miguel, where he was teaching Miguel more. Like it can, of course, it continued from season 3, but it got even more. They got even more with it, and they showed how Johnny was getting jealous because he felt that he was losing Miguel, and Daniel was pulling Miguel away from him, which wasn't really Daniel's intent. Daniel is just trying to teach what he's been taught, and Johnny was just basically trying to be like, yo, listen, all that's well and good, but there's other aspects to this, which is true. I'm not saying Miyagi was totally wrong, but sometimes, you gotta have a little aggression. You know what this is kind of remind me of? Johnny and Miguel are kind of reminding me of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Where Daniel is against violence, but unless it's absolutely necessary. Well, Martin Luther King wasn't for violence at all, but you get what I'm saying. And Daniel's just more peaceful, and Johnny's more aggressive. And Johnny, it was like if Malcolm X was trying to talk sense into Martin Luther King, and Martin Luther King is trying to talk sense into Malcolm X. They both had their point of views, but this show, it kind of showed like a what if would happen if both of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X use each other's philosophies to a T, if they mix them together. I don't know where I'm going with this right now. It just popped in my head that's what it reminded me of, or maybe more Professor X and Magneto, which still goes back to MLK and Martin Luther King with the whole dynamic. So not saying that they're alike, but you know what I mean. The philosophies in general. Being aggressive, being not being aggressive, being defensive, and whatnot. And you saw how Miguel was learning about balance and focus and karate being for defense only. Sam was on some other shit where she was, because we saw her going through PTSD in season 3, and at the end of it, she was like, fuck that, I'm not afraid of you, and I'm not gonna let you fucking get into my head. And come season 4, here she is full on. She's going at Tori. A lot of people may not have liked what Sam was doing. I personally had no problem with it, especially after season 3, when you roll up in somebody's house and start a fight. Yeah, to me, after that, Sam had every right to act and feel the way she did. That's just me, because you can't just roll up in my house and fuck my shit up and think we're gonna be cool after that. We not. And I guess one of the things that I probably didn't like was the fact that Hawk and Dimitri became friends again without really discussing what happened. I mean, I would have to throw down with Hawk. I'd be like, yo, we boys, but I'm gonna get you. You fucked up my arm. I'm never gonna forget that. I'm gonna have to punch you in your face. I'm gonna have to fuck you up real quick, and we can move on after that. Because, I'm just thinking about it from a hood perspective. I'm a nigga from New York City, and in Harlem, if we cool and you stop being cool with me, but you fuck up my arm because we wasn't fucking with each other at one point, but then we start being boys again, I'm not gonna forget what you did. I'm gonna kick your ass for that. I may not break your arm, but I'm gonna punch you in your mouth, and then we can move on from there. But so you had Sam really being aggressive towards Tori, and like I said, I don't blame her. That whole "I'm coming for you, bitch," like she did her in season 3, and with Robbie was also using both styles and philosophies, but he was more so for himself. Like he was saying, I don't give a fuck about Cobra Kai like that. I don't give a fuck about Miyagi-Do like that. Fuck both of y'all. Y'all both use me. That's how he felt. And how could you not really see where Robbie's point of view was coming from? And one of the reasons why I guess you could say that was I really felt for Robbie more than anyone is because, again, that motherfucker was eating cereal with the water in it, yo. And when you see a nigga struggling like that, you can't help but feel for him, you know? Like I said in season 3, when you start fucking putting water on cereal, it's time to start selling rocks. Fuck that shit. But yeah, you see you see how Robbie was just struggling, you know? Basically homeless, sleeping in the dojo and shit. And Terry Silver trying to get in his head, and it's good that his mom saw past that shit. I like the fact that they threw that in there, that she was like, no, I'm not falling for this rich man. I'm trying to help you shit. Something's going on, you know. And Terry Silver, we'll get to him in a minute, but, you know, Terry Silver coming to trying to, you know, be that father figure for Robbie, but trying to use him. It was like, and this season was like, nah, we're not really going to do that. We'll show you that's what he's doing, but we going to make sure that there's somebody who understands that. That's when Johnny gets involved, and that's when Terry Silver makes the call. And let's talk about Terry Silver now. This motherfucker was just the best villain of the fucking show. You know, again, we saw how Kreese was in the first 3 seasons, and then we saw Kreese really changing, you know, his mindset a bit, especially towards the end of season 4. And Terry, you know, he didn't want to have nothing to do with this shit. And this is why I was like, you know, kind of what happened with when he set up Kreese. I was like, yo, Kreese, that's on you, bro. You woke up that sleeping dragon. He got into his head a little bit too much, man. When Terry Silver, you know, put the ponytail on or whatever, and he's like, fuck it, we gonna do this. He wasn't trying to do the same thing he did. He was trying to go at it a different way. He's like, fine, we'll be Cobra Kai, but let's not be the same assholes we were. Let's look at what we were doing. We did this to a fucking kid, man. And you go back further than me. You were doing this to these children. We shouldn't be like that. Let's just be a different way. And you thought that was I didn't know if they were. I didn't expect them to do what they did with Silver. I didn't expect John Kreese to basically sell him, you know, nigga, you my bitch. I'm Morris Day and you're Jerome. Remember that. I wasn't really expecting that, but I was expecting, you know, Kreese to eventually, you know, sweep what Terry wanted to do under the rug. Like he was just gonna, you know, say fuck that. Nah, we going the old way. But then I guess, you know, Terry took it too far when he went after Johnny. And it's funny when because before Kreese started to like flip the script, you know, it was like, dude, you almost killed Johnny last season. If Daniel didn't show up, you would have killed him. You know, and Kreese seems to has this thing about him where he's like, just because I was choking you don't mean I was really gonna kill you. Like, nigga, that's the second time I seen you choke this nigga about to kill him, and this is the second time you're talking about I really wasn't gonna kill him, or you was trying to have more feelings for him than you thought you were, or what you were leading on to. But at the end of the day, 2 different times you tried to choke the motherfucker out, and you can actually understand why Kreese. Why, you know, Terry Silver was going after Johnny, because of the way Kreese got into his head. For Terry Silver to go after him, to go after Johnny, was like he said, you know, let's get into the heads of these kids. Let's fuck this guy up, and if he sees his sensei all fucked up, you know, how's he gonna concentrate? And that's all a part of the you know, Kreese is cunning, but Silver is really morbid, man. His whole way of doing shit when he gets into that mode is way worse than Kreese. And you add the top that he has money and the resources, you know, it's gonna be really amazing to see what Kreese does to get Cobra Kai back, you know. And let's go back to the phone call. Who the fuck did he call? Did he call Mike Barnes? Did he call Snake? You know, did he call the Michael Ironside character from the next Karate Kid? That's the real mystery here. We all know who Daniel called. We'll get to that in a minute. But like I said, you know, Silva is he's way more wicked than Kreese, and if you still think Kreese has it, then you really need to look at this season again. Kreese is the man, but Silva's worse. He is worse than Kreese because now he's not on drugs. He got pushed to a limit where he was like, okay, you want me to follow orders, you want me to fall in line, but now I'm seeing that you're not the leader that I thought you were. Like he said, you were my weakness, and Johnny is your weakness. And he saw that Johnny was his weakness when he was whooping Johnny's ass. Plain and simple. He saw that. And he used that to his advantage. Now, the whole thing that happened with fucking, and I'm as you can see, I'm not going in order as far as I'm talking about this. That's just not what I do. I'm a fucking mess. I have ADHD. Cut me some slack. But you saw the whole thing with Stingray and him setting up Kreese. I'm sitting here like, how the fuck is this gonna fly next season? Kreese has to have an alibi. Like, yo, I was here doing this shit. I wasn't nowhere near that shit. So I'm really anxious to see how that happened. And I think that's probably the one thing I didn't like. Like, I like seeing Stingray, don't get me wrong. And I had no problem with the fact that Terry Silver beat his ass, other than the fact that my problem was I wouldn't have done it that way. I would have chose a different way for him to set up Kreese or to take Cobra Kai away from him, but I guess that was the best thing that they could think of, or maybe it was just a good way for them to bring back Stingray. A lot of people missed Stingray last season. There was a lot of people who missed Aisha last season, but we saw Aisha this season, even if it was for one episode. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how Kreese gets out of this. Like, it seems like it's just a no-brainer. I know Silva has the dough, so Silva could set up the whole situation as is. But will Stingray eventually, flip and say, no, I was lying, he never did that? Or does Kreese have some out where, like I said, an alibi? It's like, no, I didn't do that because I was here. Look, we see the tournament, that's what we need to talk about right now, the tournament. The tournament was fucking great. I like the fact that they did what I thought they was going to do when I was watching the trailer with the whole shit from Sidekicks, where they were just showing off styles and whatnot. And I think that's where they got that from. I think they got that idea from the Sidekicks movie. If anybody knows, if you read anything about it, drop it in the comment section. But yeah, when you see that, the tournament, all right. So here's the thing about the tournament. I was reading you guys comments in the last video in the live chat, and I was seeing you guys go back and forth. And I have to agree. I don't know. I forgot who said it, but he was talking about how Robbie lost because he hesitated. He did hesitate. He was gonna punch him, and he didn't. He looked back. I don't think that, like. Man, don't get me wrong. I'm not choosing Robbie over Hawk. Hawk was my dude. I like Robbie, but I like Hawk more. But I do agree with the comment with was it Dom? I think it was Dom. I have to agree with Dom when he said that Robbie lost on purpose. I think Robbie did lose on purpose. I think Robbie, the fact that he hesitated tells you that he could have won. He could have won. Him taking off his gi, I think, was his way of saying, fuck Cobra Kai, I'm doing this for me. But I still don't think he really wanted it that much. He definitely didn't want it as much as Tori. Because in his head, it was like Miguel. We saw, even though Miguel got hurt, he said, fuck it. But in his head, he was going through a lot of shit, He told Johnny he loved him when Johnny was drunk, and Johnny replied with, I love you too, Robbie. So that fucked him up. And of course, going back to Robbie with the shit with his father and Kreese and Silva, he's got all these people in his head, and Daniel too. So, it was all about him. He did make that clear throughout the season that he was doing this for him. And when he got to the tournament, that last scene where he takes off his gi, he was doing it for him. But I still don't think he really wanted it as much as Tori. And we talk about Tori in the tournament. Tori and Sam had the best fight scene, in my opinion, in the tournament. They had the best. They had the best fight. I did like Robbie's and Hawk and Robbie's fight, but I like Tori's and Sam's a hell of a lot better because Sam went out aggressive, and she was using some of Miyagi-Do in there, and quite honestly, it's not even about quite honestly. We all know the deal. Sam won. Tori's foot was definitely out. It was definitely out. And why did the ref not call her out? Sam's foot was out, but her foot was out after she got hit. That's what I mean to say. And why didn't the ref call it? Because Terry Silver paid off the fucking ref. So, Sam didn't get the victory that Tori didn't get the victory that she wanted, that she was thirsting for. Like she was talking about holding up that trophy and knowing that she accomplished something. It was taken away from her. So again, there's more shit to that character for that character to go through. And Tori is like a female Robbie. She's even going through worse shit than Robbie. She got her aunt trying to, use her brother for monthly checks or whatever. Don't give a damn about her mother, just wants money. So she's going through more shit than anybody. And I think Kreese saw a lot. I think Kreese saw more of himself in Tori than he did in Robbie. Tori was really his next Johnny, not Robbie. Robbie wasn't, or Miguel for that matter. His next Johnny, his new Johnny was Tori. That was like you saw in the end when he told her, just fight the way you need it, do it for you. That was officially him looking at Tori as a way to redeem himself for what he did with Johnny, and he didn't want Tori going down that road of where Johnny went, or other members of Cobra Kai, like Dutch, for example. I don't even know if he knows Dutch is in jail, which brings me to this: who the fuck is Tori's father? Now, who the fuck is Tori's father? Who the fuck is Miguel's father? Okay. I think Miguel's father is going to be, was it Freddie? Freddie. I think it's going to be Freddie. Even though his father is supposedly not a good guy. He's thugging out there, working with the Mexican mafia and shit. This nigga's pops is capo. But nah, I think Freddie might be his father. Maybe it's Vidal. But from what I understand, Vidal is Polynesian. But they never mentioned that in the show. So maybe Vidal could be his father. Vidal was the guy who fought Johnny in the semifinals. He was one of the nicest guys that wasn't with Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do. But that's just a what if. I just think it'd be funny. But I definitely do think that Freddie might be Miguel's father. It's definitely going to be somebody related to the series. I can't see how it's not. And the same thing with Tori's father. Now, a lot of people are thinking that a lot of people are saying that they think Mike Barnes is Tori's father. I'm not going there. I think Mike Barnes will be in season 5, but he'll be used in the role, that he was being in part 3. I don't think he's going to be a father. I don't think he's going to be Tori's father. At least maybe he is a father, but he's not Tori's. I think Tori's father is Dutch. I honestly do. It's possible that Tori and Miguel's father, one of their parents might not have anything to do with the series at all. But one of them has to. You don't have to have Dutch or Barnes be Tori's father. You don't have to have Freddie or Vidal be Miguel's father. But somebody from the series has to be one of their fathers. If not two, it has to be one. If you understand where I'm coming from. And so back to Kenny. A lot of people think that this kid is going to be the next face of Cobra Kai after Terry Silver, after it gets discovered that Terry Silver paid the ref. Well, it already was discovered. Tori saw it. Whether or not Tori is going to snitch or just tell him that she knows and she's going to leave the team, that remains to be seen. I think she is going to leave Cobra Kai. I don't think she's going to join Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang. I think season 5 is just going to be a story of Tori not doing none of that shit like Miguel and just trying to to do right, because we saw that, and we saw how Daniel's wife saw a little bit of herself in Tori, so she's trying to help her. She found out, that she's going through a lot of shit, and I think that's how Tori and Sam end up making amends, and that's one way to do it, where she comes to. I wouldn't be surprised if the beginning of if the season in season 5, if the first episode is Tori showing up to the house and giving Sam the trophy. And that's how they start their friendship. I would not be surprised. That's a prediction right there. I'm predicting that it's a wild one, it's a bold one, but I'm predicting the first episode of season 5 is going to open up with Tori going to Sam and giving her that trophy, because she knows she won. Sam won that shit. So Sam, in my opinion, is fucking 3-0 against Tori. I'm sorry, bro. I forgot your name, but she didn't win that first fight in the first season. Tori did not win that fight. She just didn't. Sam beat her ass. Sam got the last licked in. She kicked her over the fucking side. At the end of the day, if you was watching that fight in school and you saw how the outcome was, you would be saying, Sam beat your ass, bitch, because that's what happened. And then there was season 2, and then you had the tournament where she won, but they cheated her out of it. But back to Kenny. People think Kenny's going to be the face of Cobra Kai. I think it's a possibility, but it's also a possibility that it'll just be somebody else. Now, will we see Sean in season 5? Abso-fucking-lutely. Will he join Cobra Kai? I'm not sure. It is very possible that, since, through the shit that we don't see with, the season has Kenny being taller, because, these kids are growing. He'll be a little bit taller, and he'll probably be more aggressive, like he told Daniel's son, we'll talk about in a minute, that, next year in high school, bro, you're going to be in a world of pain. And I didn't even catch that at first, but I forgot his name is Kenny Payne. So when he said a world of pain, he was talking about, you going to be in my world, bitch. You going to be my bitch. And in this school, you going to be the nigga, not me. So I think his brother is probably going to try to get him out of Cobra Kai. And I think there's going to be a little friction between him and his brother, because his brother's going to be like, yo, don't do what I did. Even though his brother ended up there protecting his own, he doesn't want his brother going through what he went through, going through the system and whatnot. And we're definitely going to see a lot of I think we're going to see a lot of Kenny's father, with him being in the military. And I think that's going to play a role with Kreese, because Kreese was in the military. It might play a role with Terry Silver as well. And we need to see his father. The fact that they introduced his father as somebody in the military, to me, you owe us that. You owe us that. You have to give us something on that front. What's going to happen with Anthony? I don't think that. I think here's what I think. I think that Kenny's going to fuck this nigga up a lot. He's going to want to learn, and Daniel's not going to teach him. Daniel's probably at first Daniel is probably going to be like part 3, where Miyagi didn't want to train Daniel for the tournament. Well, this is going to be Daniel doesn't want to train Anthony, because he just doesn't. The way he's been acting, he's probably going to be like, nah, this is dangerous in your hands with your mindset. You let your friends talk you into being something that you weren't, and then I think some shit is going to happen to Anthony, and Daniel's going to be like, all right, I'm going to train you. And we'll probably have another tournament. Who the fuck knows? But season 5 is going to be wild, man. It's going to be real wild. Dimitri was another one. Let's not forget about Dimitri in this season, man. He was good in that tournament. He definitely was. He was skilled with them weapons. They showed him a lot with the weapons, and he hung with Robbie. I saw a change. Like when he was going like this to Robbie, I was like, yo, this nigga here. He like, come on, nigga, I'm like, come get you. So that we saw that we saw the growth of Dimitri and the character just being more awesome and funny than he already was. You listen. If this Dimitri character was not in the show, it would lose a lot, in my opinion. I think it would. Yosh. Motherfucking chosen to the U.S. people. And I say Chosai because that's how you pronounce it. That's how Sato pronounced it. And ever since I noticed that Sato pronounced Chosen Chosai, I've always called him Chosai. But anyway, Chosen is coming to help Daniel. He's coming to get rid of fucking Cobra Kai. And will we see Chosen up against Kreese? Will we see Chosen up against Silver? Will we see Chosen up against Mike Barnes? Yes. I think he's going to fight all the niggas. I think he's going to do a sparring session with Johnny and kick his ass. But I think he's going to teach Johnny some shit. He's probably got more shit to teach Daniel. He's gonna most likely bring in some of his own students. You know, maybe we'll see some of his ragtag friends from part 2. You know, maybe they turned over a new leaf. Maybe they had kids. Maybe, just maybe. This is just my theory that I'm going on here. In the Karate Kid Part 2, it's never mentioned that Sato is married. We don't know if he's married. We don't know if he has children. We know he has siblings because Chosen was his nephew. Does he have a brother? Does he have a sister? Not sure, but we know he has either or. And who's to say that we won't see a child of Sato? Something that we never seen before. Since they never mentioned it, they have every single right to bring that into the story. We have no idea. Because, like I said, in part 2, they don't say if he is or if he isn't. We just know that he was pissed off at Miyagi, and we'll talk about Karate Kid Part 2 in a minute. So, I think that Chosen is going to bring a lot of fucking shit with him to fight this battle. I don't think it's just going to be him. I think he's going to bring in some students. And this is kind of why the remake, this is where the remake fucked up, because if the remake would have happened in Japan, you could have had it be canon to the series. And if he wasn't learning Kung Fu and he learned karate, you could have had it be canon to the series. And it would have been cool if the series happened in Japan and Chosen brings his students, and his students were the ones who was fucking with the Jaden Smith character. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like the remake, and listen, I like the remake. That's just me. And I'll tell you why I like the remake. One of the things I liked about the remake was I liked the fight scenes. The fight scenes were fucking great. By default, they were going to be better because times change and things get different, and more arts get exposed to the world, and so you see shit differently now than you saw in the 80s. So that was a given, but that's what I liked about it. I like the training in the remake, because the training to me is the essence of the series and the movies. That is the pure essence of it. You have to have awesome training scenes, and if they're not awesome, then the movie fails. So I thought the training scenes in part 2, in the remake, were really fucking good. They paid homage to the whole wax on, wax off thing, up, down, paint the fence, with just one thing, which was jack it on, jack it off, jack it off. But they paid respect to it with that one thing. They didn't do multiple shit like that. They just really kind of had that one thing. I liked the fact that the mom was more involved in the remake than what we saw in the original. I like that, and I kind of like to be honest, I really like the little love story that they told between the Jaden Smith character, Xiao Dre, and the girl. I like that. I did, because it was kind of like a mixture of part 2. They kind of threw that in there with that movie. And one thing I definitely love that they didn't put in the movie that they should have, and I think a lot of people would have appreciated it more, was that deleted scene of Mr. Han going up against the teacher of the other students. It was basically like in part 2 when Miyagi went up against Kreese. But this was a full-on scene, and the scene was really fucking good. The fight scene, it was a Jackie Chan fight scene. So I love that about it. So for me, that's why I like the movie. I'm not, it doesn't measure up to the original at all. I'm just saying that I liked it. I'm not with everybody who shits on that movie. I'm not with that. I'm in the minority, I guess. But anyway, back to season 4. Chosen is here. They're gonna stop Cobra Kai, or they're gonna stop Terry Silver and Kreese, and I think that Johnny will reclaim Cobra Kai because the show's called Cobra Kai. You have to have Cobra Kai there. So I think that Johnny will get it back. We're definitely gonna see Johnny versus Mike Barnes. We are definitely seeing that. Whether or not we'll see Snake, I don't know. I think that I have to watch part 3 again to see what happened. But I think that we're going to, the next Karate Kid, I mean. But I think that Terry Silver is going to bring some of those cats from the next Karate Kid into season 5. I think so. I think, if hopefully, Lord willing, he lives, I think we might see a Michael Ironside appearance. I think that might happen. Now, Hilary Swank, I don't know. I have no idea. Hilary Swank is a major star, 2-time Oscar winner. So unless that movie is credited to helping her career, which I don't think it is, I don't think we're going to see her. Unless she owes somebody a favor, because that's how this business is. Hollywood, you work in favors, you owe me. If there's anybody who is on some you owe me shit, then we might see Hilary Swank. I hope we do. They need to make the cartoon canon to the series. I know a lot of people don't remember it, which makes it great because they can introduce a character and they can act like the character's always been there, and you guys will be like, hey, what the fuck is this? I don't remember this guy. Why are they acting like this guy's been there all along? Because it's from the fucking cartoon, which I think only had 1 season. But you could still use that in there. You can't say you can't. You really can't. So season 5, from what I'm seeing in the comment sections, you guys are saying it's coming this summer. I hope so. And if it is, I think I might have an idea as to why it's happening so fast. I think that has to do with the age of Kreese. The guy who plays Kreese, I forgot his name right now. It escapes me. I'm smoking this shit. Excuse me. The guy who plays Kreese is like in his mid-70s. He ain't getting any younger. So they have to get what they have to get from him as fast as they can. And I know it may seem kind of fucked up, but it's the fact of the matter that's the elephant in the room that doesn't really get addressed enough. And I think we have to. I think it's healthy just to get that out. All right. So that to me is it, man. Great fucking season. I fucking loved it. You all saw how fucking hyped I was, and I'm pretty sure season 5 is gonna have me be even more hyped. I hope we get another fucking cat fight. Whether or not it's between Tori and Sam, I don't give a fuck. But I definitely want to see one. We might see one between I forgot her name, Moon's ex-girlfriend, because she's a part of Cobra Kai, she was coming on to Tori, so I don't know, maybe we might see them fight. I don't know. But I fucking love this season, man, and this series, I just love this series. It's just so fucking great. It's the bee's knees, man. I don't understand. They show so much respect to the movies and the characters with this show. It's not even funny. A lot of shows, all the shows that I've watched over the years, like The Walking Dead, you could say is a good example. It gets to the point where it gets like, oh man, the show's not as good as it used to be. Nowhere near. And it loses a lot of fans and it never gets them back. Fear the Walking Dead is another example where it got real bad to the point where I just stopped doing reactions. I still watch, but I just stopped doing the reactions. And then it got good again. But it lost a lot of people and they couldn't get, and they're not going to get a lot of those people back. And I hope that doesn't happen with this show. I hope not. I don't watch I didn't watch Game of Thrones like that, but I heard Game of Thrones was the same way. After a while, it got stale, and to a lot of people, it got boring and shitty. So I just hope this show does not go that route. But man, it's the show just leaves you on edge, man, and you get so anxious just waiting for the next season, and you're always looking at the calendar, looking at your phone. How many more weeks do I got until the next season? How many more months or whatever? So, but that's it, man. I fucking loved it. I loved it. and I'm gonna continue to love it. And I hope you guys fucking keep watching. I'm sure you guys will keep watching. What the fuck am I talking about? Everybody who's watching the show is gonna keep watching the show. Let's just hope for the greater good that the show does not get fucking whack. Now, let's talk about The Karate Kid Part 2. The Karate Kid Part 2 is the greatest fucking sequel of all time. Of all time. And I'll tell you why. Because this sequel, first of all, when you watch the first movie and you hear Miyagi talk about, his wife giving birth and the baby, both of them dying, and you see that he was a war veteran, you really want to know more about Miyagi. Like I don't know if they made that movie with the intention of making a sequel. I don't know if they did that. I don't know if that was the case. But when they did make the sequel, they did it in the sense where they satisfied your hunger to want to know more about that Miyagi character, and it was like it's so great where part 1 was about Daniel. It was Daniel meets Miyagi, but it was Daniel's story. In part 2, it's Miyagi's story, and it's Miyagi's story continuing, where he was talking about his family and him learning from his father. And when the movie starts off, continuing after the tournament, which was great. It just continued after that. It was like part 2 was a part of part 1, where it was just one big fucking movie. They just cut it in half. That's how it came off. The characters were fucking great from a hero standpoint and from a villain standpoint. Where your heroes are Daniel and Miyagi. More so Miyagi, because again, this story was about Miyagi. This was Miyagi's story, and they told this story so well and so perfectly. And I say that because it was really kind of hard to watch this movie and find something that you want to say that you can say negatively that you want to say about it. There's really nothing you can say that's really negative about the movie, other than where they had the crane kick in the first one. They had the drum technique. And the drum technique wasn't as good as the crane kick. But you gotta understand something. And this is where part 2 becomes a really great sequel. The crane kick in part 1, they never really gave you a story of the crane kick. It was just, he noticed that he was doing it, and he said, hey, if you want to learn it, you gotta practice. First learn stand, then learn fly. You do on your own, as he said. So with the drum technique in part 2, they were telling you the story of drum technique throughout the movie. They were building the drum technique throughout the movie. Where he showed them about the blocking, and he showed them the family drum, and when they were on that dock and he pulls the cord and whatnot, that's what I mean when they were telling him that story. And then he had the drum, and they, like I said, they told you that story. And the story of Miyagi with so they're telling you 2 stories here. They're telling you the story of the drum technique, and they're telling you the story of Miyagi and Sato. And what made that story great was one would think watching that movie that Sato was mad because Miyagi stole his girl. Not really. Sato was not really mad because Miyagi stole his girl. At least, and this is from my vantage point. I'm not going to speak as if it was a fact, but I'm just going to speak from as I see it. Sato was not mad at Miyagi because he took his girl. More so that he was mad that he went against tradition, I think. Because Miyagi, that's what he said to Daniel. He said Miyagi went against tradition, you know? He said, fuck the fact that you promised to him, I like you, and two people who are in love should be together. No one should be forced to be with somebody. But Sato was, he was from a prominent family. They had money. They may have, they had wealth. Let's just say that for short term. They had wealth. He came from a family of wealth, and I can understand how a family of wealth in Japan would be probably more traditional or conservative. I guess is maybe the right term to use. So I think Sato was more upset that Miyagi went against tradition, and also him leaving. I think they could have worked it out had he stayed. And what makes me say this is that scene where Miyagi and Sato are, he goes to Sato's house to try to make peace. And he says, "What has happened to you?" And Sato turns around like this. Like, you really gonna ask me what happened to me? You really gonna look at me in the face and ask me what happened to me? What happened to me? You my mans and you left. Not only was you my mans and you left, you dishonored me. I don't really give a shit about that girl, about that woman. But you dishonored me. And not only that, you abandoned me. I probably wouldn't have killed you. But you left like a coward. You just ran away. That hurt me more than anything. You didn't stand up to me. You didn't show me my respect that I deserve. That's what that was really all about. That's why I say it wasn't really about Yuriko or Yukie. It wasn't really about her. It was just about Sato's pride was hurt more than anything. Some of you may already knew that, but I always see a lot of people say that it was over a woman, but it wasn't really more so over a woman. It was really more so over the fact that. And I think Miyagi said, you see that because, he took his girl. But that wasn't really the essence of the anger, of the angst. And what the whole dynamic between them was just so deep that I think it was more to it than what we saw, If they ever do a season where they have a young Sato and a young Miyagi, I think that'll be great. You can do something like that. You can do a spinoff. There's a lot of shit you can do with these fucking movies, and that'll be oh my god! I just realized that'll be a great fucking spinoff, a prequel, if you will, that shows Miyagi and Sato growing up. But anyway, you see the introduction of Chosen, who was fucking way worse than fucking Johnny. He was way worse. Now, people can say, well, Johnny technically was trying to kill him too. They were going to fucking kill his ass before Miyagi showed up, which is true. Had Miyagi not shown up, they would have broke that nigga's neck. He was aiming to kick him right in the face. Daniel would have been dead or paralyzed from the fucking waist down. But it still was, it wasn't as bad as fucking Chosen. Like Chosen told him straight up, if you insult my honor again, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Even though Chosen didn't even have honor. That's what made him such a really evil character. There was no honor in that man, period. You were fucking cheating people. You couldn't even fucking hold down a bet that they had when they broke the ice. He went against that. So where the fuck was that man's honor in general? It wasn't there. He was a spoiled rich fucking dickhead. And he really the actor, I can't remember his name, but the actor who played that role, he really fucking Chosen was like Bishop in Juice. Like, he really made you hate the nigga that was playing him. Like, I watched Juice, and I hated Tupac after that shit, yo. Tupac played that role so well, he made me hate him. So, and Chosen did that. Chosen made me hate the guy playing him. So, that's how crazy that fucking role is. And back then, you had a lot of bad guys. You had a lot of bad guys in sequels. You had the Clubber Langs, you had bad guys, you had the Hans Grubers, and you had the Ivan Dragos and whatnot, all the bad guys you could think of in 80s movies and 80s sequels, you had them. But none of them had that essence like Chosen, man. He was just so fucking charismatic. I would like to me, Chosen and Hans Gruber, it's like, because you also got to throw in Sato, and I'll talk about Sato in a minute. So Chosen, he just had this charisma of a bad guy wrestler. You know, you just love to hate him. You know, she's like, geisha, and you keep for your collection. I know you like it. How the fuck can you not love them shit? Love that scene, man. It's fucking great. And then first, you got the first inkling of him being an asshole when he meets Daniel and starts squeezing the shit out of that motherfucker's hand. And Daniel's like, yo, nigga, what the fuck? Let me go. Let me go, motherfucker, let me go. And so, he's about to kidnap Kumiko and whatnot. He's like, don't you worry about friend, huh? We take her home. So Chosen was he was just a major dick, man. He was more of a dick than the dude in Revenge of the Nerds and Revenge of the Nerds 2. So you throw him in there, man. He's just one of the best bad guys of the 80s. One of the best bad guys of any sequel. I don't give a fuck about your Bartzinis and your Hyman Roths. Chosen and not just Chosen, motherfucking Sato. And we are gonna talk about why Sato was a badass. Here's what made Sato a fucking badass. It was the ending of the fucking movie. All right, the storm scene where he's trapped under the shit, right? Miyagi's coming to save him. You would think this motherfucker knew this nigga was gonna come help him. Any other movie, he would have been like, oh my God, you're coming to help me. I can't believe it. They would have had some expression on their face like, this motherfucker thought Miyagi was gonna come and kill him. That's how angry that nigga was. Nigga's like, Miyagi, now you come to fight? Coward! Now already see this only way you can win. You're northern dog. That's the greatest fucking line ever, bro. I think the nigga's gonna come and kill you. Like the nigga didn't want to fight you at all. He's throughout the movie. He's saying, I don't want to fight you, bro. Leave me alone. He only fought you because you put the village up. And you still thought this nigga was gonna come kill you. That is a fucking bad guy. That is a fucking badass. Now you come to fight? Come on! This only way you can win. Oh man. But yo, and let's not forget the fucking girl up in the bell. I don't understand. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't understand how that fucking little girl was up there ringing that bell for so goddamn long. If that was me, them motherfuckers would have got 4 rings and that was it. My ass would have been out after that. I rung the gong 4 times. Y'all motherfuckers see it's raining. That's it. I'm out of here, So you take all of that in, man, and that's what just makes the sequel so fucking great. And the last fight scene, man, where Daniel, unlike the tournament, he had to fight for his fucking life. My motherfuckers like, this is not tournament, this is for real, So that scene in itself was great. The writing in Karate Kid Part 2 was fucking phenomenal. And let me just say this. Let's just go over one thing. The scene where Sato says, you leave me no choice. And go, oh, when he's about to punch Miyagi, that scene let me know Miyagi would have fucking whooped Sato's ass. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you watch that scene, if you notice, Miyagi never once took his eyes off Sato. Never once. Even when Yukie came in, he just kept staring at him. Even while he was walking, he just kept his concentrate on him. Didn't take his eyes off of him until he was completely out of his sight. When Yukie showed up, Sato just took his eyes off Miyagi right then and there. Now, if Miyagi was that nigga, he throat chopped him right there. It would have been over. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have had the fucking quick advantage right then and there. So when I saw that, I said, yeah, Miyagi would have whooped your ass. He would have been way too focused in the fight. I think Miyagi would have definitely won. But yeah, from Sato to Chosen to the writing of the story and how it was a continuation of Miyagi's story, and how it just flowed from part one to part two, the flow of the movie. That's, to me, these are the things that make Karate Kid Part 2 one of the greatest sequels, the greatest sequel of all time, and one of the greatest movies of all time. I love Karate Kid Part 2 way more than I like the first Karate Kid. Not to play that, but I'm just saying I love Part 2 way better. And I think that Part 2, Karate Kid Part 2, is the standard of all fucking sequels. Okay? I don't give a fuck about Aliens. I don't give a fuck about The Godfather Part 2, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Another 48 Hours, House 2, the fucking the essence of how to make a successful sequel, in my opinion, starts with the Karate Kid Part 2. You know what I'm saying? And with that, let me just say this: like, comment, subscribe. A-Track Brown, PW Hustle. This is Cobra Kai Talk, and talking about why Karate Kid Part 2 is the greatest movie of all time, all right? So, follow me on Twitter. Hit that notification button. A-Track Dastardly, the number 8, TRAC Dastardly. Do not forget, sign up to PW Hustle Facebook group. We having a lot of fun in that Facebook group. So, sign up, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll see you guys later. Peace.